Teacher Institute. So as you know that we always come with another special guest. So today we have a very special guest. Her name is Mahahan Graphics Wali. She is also a educationist. He also recently joined different types of schools, and now he is at he now he basically joins Rehan School. So have a discussion with her. So let's begin with it.
Walaikum Assalam. I'm totally fine, Abdullah. Thank you for such a good introduction, and I'm obliged that I'm part of your show. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, I want you to give a little bit introduction of yourself so my audience can know you better.
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum everybody. This is Mahafan Graphics Wali. I'm 24 years old, done with my bachelor's in business administration. I've been part of this teaching field in the education field for past 3 to 4 years. Recently, I took a break due to my health issues, and I became part of Rehan Online School Academy. It's been, I think, 1.5 months that I'm part of Rehan Online School Academy. Other than that, I want to be a successful graphic designer, and being a graphical designer means that that dream is still not completed at the age of 24. And I just love to cook food, and I just love to eat food. So yeah, that was all about me.
Uh, okay, ma'am, can after joining the Rehan School?
Okay, so right now it's been 1.5 months almost, and I feel like Abdullah, if I talk about my progress, my self analysis. So yeah, I have felt myself totally somebody who I was. I was locked in my own shell. When I entered Rehan Online School Academy, I feel like that the shell that was maintained from the past 24 years, it just took, I think, one interview, and that was no more. So yeah. And the other thing that the improvement I felt in myself, yeah, I was confident, but I was not that confident that I could sit anywhere in Pakistan and talk to anyone around the universe. So yeah, other than that, connecting with the students is already the one thing I love about. And I think that the most important thing in teaching and assisting is actually that the engagement of the students is important. So I have learned a lot, and I'm excited to learn more, because I think when you're learning, or when you're entering a new field or new people you're coming across, I think the one thing you need to focus is getting to know each other and then learning a lot. If you're not learning, I'm sorry, you're not going to accept to the situations, to the organizations, to the people there. So the first thing to you enter to any organization, any platform, you need to make sure that you accept that you have to learn here. Either you're 24, either you're 42, either you're 82, you do not need to care this. Your learning carries on from the day you start coming to this world and the day you end, the day you die. So yeah.
That what the biggest difference you get in traditional school and the Rehan School?
Okay, so being part of the traditional schools from past 3 to 4 years, Abdullah, I felt like that um, there was, if I talk about my personal self, so I felt like that the growth was somewhere stopped in the past 4 years. I was not progressing, I was not promoting. A promotion is not always like you do it through getting up to some stage, or you get through levels, or you get through, I must say, positions. But sometimes being promoted or progress means actually that the way you feel from inside, the satisfaction you get when you're doing anything. So the satisfaction that progress was stopped somewhere. I became part of Rehan Online School Academy, and I feel like just in 1.5 months I felt the progress in myself. The other difference between the traditional schools and the online, like Rehan Online School Academy, I must say that when I was working at, and when I started my career as a 20-year-old or 19-year-old person, so I was given ear to this thing, that you're just 20. How will you do this? You do not have that experience. Will you manage this? Like, will you do this? So yeah, I was heard over this thing, and yeah. Uh, But still, when I became part of Rehan Online School Academy, and when I joined that, my perspective was totally changed. It was all over motivation. Either it was the principal, Sadarat Education Wala, either it was the main facilitator. Nobody got insecure from their job. Nobody got insecure of their position, because they knew that she is going to do what she is allotted to, and whatever is her potential, she'll come out of that. But when I'm talking about the traditional schools, I'm sorry to say, but the people get insecure of their seats. The people get insecure of their jobs. They do not mind. I think you should not mind if you're having a 32 years experience and a girl comes over with the 2 years experience. Your position is so strong. How could you be so insecure about that? So yeah, I face that. Other than that, obviously the main tradition schools difference and the online school difference was, Abdullah, that I felt that we when I was also studying and when I was teaching, the both the times, I felt like that books and pencil is the only way you can get educated. But I'm sorry, bang you. The Han Online School Academy has totally changed your perspective, your mindset, that no, uh, you can learn, you can be a good person, you can have the good intellectual of yourself, when it comes to being communicating with people, getting to know each other, speaking out yourself, and then looking at the best version of you. So yeah, there are a lot of differences, and I think that in the next upcoming years, the traditional schools will be
Uh,
nowhere.
okay, I
It's not
totally agree
because they're not performing.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question to you is that everyone has its own favorite day or happiest moment of life. So, can you please share your happiest moment or unforgettable day of your life with all my audience?
Okay, so if I talk about my happiest moment, obviously everybody has a lot of them, and I've been into this life for past 24 years. So the first happiest moment, like just with a click, I remember, is actually when I got selected for. I gave an interview, and I was just randomly. I just signed up a form for the job, and I remember it was my first time that I was opting for a job, and I was just in the sense that I was a little sleepy when I was filling that form, and I never expected that call from that organization. So I remember the next day I woke up and they're like, "Can you visit our campus?" And I was like, when did I do this? Oh, yeah, I was sleeping then when I made this. And on the first interview, on the first try, I got a yes, and I was super excited. And I came home and I was like, "Mom, I made it." And she's like, "You had to." But that was unexpected and the happiest one for me.
Oh, great to hear from you. Okay, ma'am Maha, now next question of mine is that can you tell me about some strengths and weaknesses about you, that you know that everyone has its own weaknesses, like he's shy or he's not willing to do anything, and his strength may be that he's hard worker or very another. Can you please give me some about yourself?
Okay, so if I talk generally about my strengths, uh, जो मुझे लगता है that these are my strengths. If you make me learn something, I'm a very quick learner. I pick up things like this. That's a strength of mine, and I think people lack of this because have lack of this because they feel like they take ages to learn something. One more strength is that if I've made up my mind to do something, now I'll do it. It's just the saying to myself that Maha, you have to do it, so I'll do it. Weaknesses, being a girl, obviously, and roaming around in the society. My biggest weakness is I have this, and I have this fear that I'll be alone someday, and I know that's the worst thing. And every time I'm getting or my mother, it's like, before you go, it's much loss from my life, you going before me. And it's not sister that before you go, it's better that I go. So yeah.
Oh, very good to hear. Okay, now tell me about your bond with your mother, Ma'am Gulsana Mansha, our mentor.
Okay, so my bond with my mother, Abdullah, it's, I must not say that it's something like a mother daughter one, but if I talk about our bond, it's actually something. Have you heard this very famous phrase, "strings attached"?
Yes.
So I feel like that we have a string attached to each other. वो puppet होता है ना, तो मुझे लगता है मेरी मामा और मेरा ना एक, it's not she's controlling me. I'm totally not on this, but it's like a string attached to each other. My main inspiration in my Abdullah, just give me a minute,
Uh,
just a minute.
okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So was my mother, and it was so urgent that she had to call me. Nobody else was picking up, so I just had to respond it. I'm sorry. Okay. So I feel like Abdullah, she is somebody I look forward to in my professional life. And I ask her that I cannot follow you, and I do not want to follow you in your personal life because that's not something I like about. Nice to people, you're very good to people, and I think in the society we're living right now, you do not need to be good, you need to keep a balance. You cannot be nice to everybody that's coming upon your screen or appearing to you like this thing of hers. But yes, professional my journey the same way she did, and she is somebody I talk to. I do not have a single female friend or any male friend. I'm 24 right now, but I have her. When she's home, I talk to her. When I'm not fine, she's there. And I remember that there are times when you get sad, you get down, and she's the one who's controlling my emotions, telling me that you need to be strong. So there is some strings attached relationship with her, and I never want to lose that strings attached. Because if even I ask her that even if I go far away, I think you should keep me in your mind. और वो मुझसे ना अपना हर काम Maha do this, and I sometimes I say, if I die, what will you do? So then she's like, nothing. I'll manage without you. मैंने कहा, no, you won't manage without me because there are truly strings attached to us. So yeah.
Okay, my next question to you is that how you get into the cooking passion that you have saying that my passion is also cooking.
Okay, so the first thing is that Abdullah, my bachelor's was by chance. My teaching job was by chance. So, like all chances in my life, my being a cook or doing the cooking thing is actually by chance. I remember I was 11 years old when my mom was not home, and obviously she was a working woman the day I was born, and I was upbringed by my I was abroad by my grandfather. May God rest his soul in peace. I remember that she used to leave, and I never knew that my mom was around. So I was 11 years old, and the cooking house help was not here. So not realize because I obviously 11 year old. How could she realize that there's no happy at her place? So I was just watching, and I was just sitting down. All of a sudden, I got this thing that okay, she's not here, and it's about to be my time that mom and dad is going to come back home from offices. So I just went to the kitchen, and the first time I cooked the first desi dish, it was matar keema, and trust me, and it's not that it was, every time I was cooking, I used to just watch out my dad and my mom when they were in the kitchen, just monitor them, what are they doing, what are the steps they need to follow. So I started off, and matar keema was not asan. What was not at all easy because it was the first time. Started from scratch, and in between where we add the mince meat, I just went and I started watching cartoons, and at the behind I just forgot that I had something on the so all of a sudden my brother came in and he's like, Khana jal gaya. I was like, oh no. And literally I was so upset. So I got up and I did it again. And when my mom came home, and she was totally tired, and she did not realize that this was done by me. She had the food, and she's like, oh, "Where's Baji?" Because when we were winding up, she was like, "Baji did not came." So she's like, "Who made this food?" It's like, "I." She's like, "No, I do not trust it." And I remember the first time I got 1,000 at that time when I was 11, 12, from my dad, 1,000 rupees, and I was like, over the moon. This, and now I'm such a good cook that is a very famous in Pakistan. That's nihari. So I'm very famous for making a good nihari here.
Okay, now tell me that are you making vlogs on
Could you repeat the question? It's a bit glitchy.
uh, are you making any type of vlogs of cooking?
No, I'm not making any type of vlogs for cooking, but yes, I have been making eating, being a fruit critique. So yes, I went to eat restaurants. I think it was 10 to 15 restaurants I went off, and I made some critical analysis on the food. But yes, I'm not making a video when I'm making food, because I think making vlog and making food, they both are very huge responsibilities. We can just focus on making food at one time.
Okay, as you talk about that you have done in bachelor's previously, so do you think that in Pakistan are there any benefits of doing bachelor's or BSc?
Um, this again, the thing is that Abdullah, it was all by chance. The society of ours where we're living, it's like लड़की ने बीए किया हो, तो वो लड़की ने बीए ही करना था, तो वो बेचारी बीए कर बैठी, और करना उसने ग्राफिकल डिजाइनिंग में कुछ था. And I remember that the advantages I could not tell, but yes, if you want a basic degree of bachelor's and business administration, I think you can opt for a BA or BSc. But if you're somebody who wants to do graphical designing, or you need to put up something else in your future, so that's not bachelor's was actually by chance again.
Okay, my sisters also do bachelors. My elder sister do bachelors in MA English, and my second sister do in BS Mathematics. But unfortunately, they got married after their BSc. And now my next question to you is that what changes we should brought in our education system?
Abdullah, could you repeat the question?
Okay, my question was that what changes should we brought in our current education system?
Okay, that was a good question. I cannot say it's one. It's not one, I must say. But yes, there are changes that are needed in society. Quick. If you're taking time on things, or you're taking it long, that's not going to work. So the first education system change I want is that obviously the introduction of AI in schools, and the second, obviously, something. If I talk about females, I felt like that when I was doing graphical designing, there was no basic platform or university that was totally. So I want, if females who are opting for graphic platform, there should be a university that's only responsible for you. And other than that, if I talk about the environment of the education system, so the people on the top have some good mind here. They need to have some good, strong leadership qualities, which I think are. I'm sorry, again, I'm sorry to say, but they are females who get up from the houses. They are. And when they come to places, they act like sasse. I'm sorry for, like, mother-in-laws. Then they're being Jitania and Devarania, and they're particularly highlighting their employees as Nande. So please stop. There should be somebody who has that professional vibe, who does not need to tell or show you that she is the principal. She actually makes this way. So you talking in the staff room, actually, or आज मैंने खाने में क्या please this area, uh, and I'm sorry then तुमने educational system को, because there are people, there are females, there are uh, लड़ाई है कोई एजुकेशन की बात कर लो तुम स्टाफ रूम में किसी वजह से बिठाई गई हो, उधर भी तुमने अगर मसालों की और कपड़ों की और बच्चों की बातें करनी है तो please we want who has that qualities. They need to not get insecure of somebody who is just coming in their office. They need to have that मर्जी है मैं अपनी अपनी पोजीशन अपनी confidence रखना चाहिए.
Okay, good to hear from you. Ma'am Mahan, I will say that don't talk about schools or colleges, but even in university, we should go for the skills rather than running for the CGPA and running for the mids and finals. In university, there should be a more practical work, and we have to opt the skills. But my sir was saying that one of my sir was saying that you are only knowing the knowledge 10% of the market, only 10% of the market. So what will you say about that?
Okay, so if I just recap your or rephrase your question, it was like the universities are not only for GPA. They're could you just be very brief on the question because I got a little bit of it, but I want it to be the crisp one. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Instead of going for CGPA mids and final, we should rather develop skills and do practical work. So, what will you say about that?
Okay.
In your yes,
Okay, yeah, yeah, I got it now. Now it's better. Like now I can talk well on that. Okay, so Abdullah, if I see the universities again, मैं मुझे पता है इस इंटरव्यू के बाद मुझे बड़ी मार पड़ेगी. एक तो पहले प्रिंसिपलों से और हेडमिस्टरों से और उसके बाद अब बच्चों से. Universities are not universities. पागल खाने. Sorry, mental hospital. Making TikToks in a university. Oh भाई, what's wrong? घर कम हो गए हैं. ठीक है अगर आप पढ़ने जा रहे हो तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ एरियाज यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन पढ़ना इज नॉट ओनली पढ़ना यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग विद पीपल आज और टिकटॉक बना लेते हैं एक्सक्यूज मी खुदा का वास्ता है भाई उसको ये बोलो आओ मेरे साथ एक पब्लिक रिलेशन बिल्ड करो कि कल को मैं अगर कोई चीज खोलूं या मैं कोई बिजनेस खोलूं तो मैं तुम्हें कॉल कर सकूं सो yes you're totally right degrees are no value they are just a piece of paper for me I believe that anybody who's looking at me from the from behind the camera, she's like, "ये बकवास करी, she's stupid." Not. Your skill is your main key ingredient nowadays. If you have that skill of being of using chat gpt of using being a graphical designer of doing video editing if you know how to communicate with people because communication skills is the most important thing and people do not know how to manage time it's a skill so degrees are just yes it's just a piece of paper and universities are just a place to fun around to just make entertainment and then yes people use it as a grooming I was groomed when I got out of my university. I was the most worst person, personality wise, look wise. But when I entered the university and when I came back, I was like, okay, this is what your university is telling you, what it's showing you, what it is giving you. It's never, it's nothing related to being there and just being there. So yeah, he's absolutely right. The degree is just a 10%, and the rest is your skills. It's always your skills.
okay, ma'am. I'm a board. I was a boarder 2 years back. So, have you ever noticed or anything about a boarding life?
I've not been part of the board schools or the hostels, but I think like that's again a sacrifice the students are making. But then that sacrifice is meant it's important or it holds value if you're studying there, or school boarding school जाके आप सुधर जाओ. But people again हॉस्टल से बारात को 10-10 बजे 12-12 बजे घर से वो हॉस्टल से बाहर निकल रहे हैं, अम्मी अब्बा है नहीं, तो बस जो मर्जी दिल करे करो, याशी करो, पार्टी करो. No, every area, every profession, I think, has its own decorum, and we as students, we as teachers, we as facilitators need to follow that decorum. It's schools, you need to be professional. It's universities, you need to just maintain the. It's not about getting the good GPA. It's actually getting the good name that when you walk off, तो उसके बाद भी at the back, not the students, the teachers remember you. कि Abdullah Basi education वाला था. So yeah, leave a good impression on people when you go. So
जिस बोर्डिंग स्कूल से पढ़ा हूँ, आपने सुना होगा वो हो लॉरेंस कॉलेज के बारे में सुना होगा गनबरी में। तो उधर मैंने बहुत सी डिफरेंट चीज़ें सीखी, जैसे कि इंडिपेंडेंसी हो गया। हमने इतने कनेक्शन बिल्ड्स किए क्योंकि वहाँ पे पाकिस्तान के तकरीबन हर कोने का बच्चा था। तो हमने इतने कनेक्शंस बिल्ड हुए, और इसके अलावा टीचर के साथ एक बॉन्ड आपका बहुत बन जाता है। तो अगर एक अच्छा बोर्डिंग स्कूल हो ना, तो आपको बड़े फ़वायदे हैं। हमारी एक रूटीन होती थी, हम प्रॉपर एक टाइम फॉलो करते थे, इसकी वजह से हम पंक्चुअल भी बहुत हो गए थे। हमारी हर चीज़ के लिए रोल कॉल होती थी, हम लाइंस अप होते थे। अगर इस टाइप का बोर्डिंग स्कूल हो तो मैं तो प्रेफर करूँगा कि हर बच्चे को बोर्डिंग स्कूल में जाना चाहिए।
yes, you're absolutely right, Abdullah. और अगर आपका एजुकेशन सिस्टम, आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी, आपका बोर्डिंग स्कूल सिखा रहे हैं ना, तो गो फॉर इट. नोबडी इज, बट अगर आपका डिसिप्लिन और क्योंकि वहाँ पे जिनके कहा जाता है कि ये फलानी यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं, ये तो वो यूनिवर्सिटी जहाँ लड़कियां लड़के वाइड. अगर आपकी यस, if you're the university is telling you about the time, the discipline, the anger issues, the management of that, totally go for it to stop you. But उधर जाके भी उनके रूल्स को फॉलो करना, वो जो एक स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन है ना, वो और मैं पाकिस्तानी बच्चों के लिए अक्सर ही बात बोलती हूँ, लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते, तो इनको लॉरेंस गार्ड उधर ही भेजो, वहां पे ही जाके सुधर जाएं. They do not feel this thing that either you're 24, you're 25, you need to get mature at a level, at a age. But the students here are still as they were at 20, and now as they are in 23 or 20.
Yes, you are totally right. I am totally agree with you. Okay, Maham, to my last question to you is that please give a best advice to my audience.
Okay, Abdullah, a little advice, and I want to give it to the people around me and who are my age especially. कि जैसे कि मैंने अभी बताया कि मेरी सारी ज़िंदगी इसी उसमें गुजर गई कि मैं बाय चांस चीज़ें करती, या either it was cooking, either it was making good being a good teacher, either it was being good person, I think. मतलब कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि मैंने कभी भी अपनी ज़िंदगी में चॉइस चूज़ की, और जो मेरी चॉइस थी वो कहीं मेरे चांसेस के नीचे भरी हो गई. सो मैं लोगों को सिर्फ ये कहना चाहूँगी, जितने हमारी एज के बच्चे हैं, 24-25 के, हु आर एंटरिंग इन देयर 20s, या अभी 18s में भी हैं, इट्स जस्ट a suggestion that please, whatever is your dream, whatever is your choice, अचीव दैट राइट नाउ. ये ना हो कि मेरी उम्र में आके आप ये कह रहे हो कि अभी मैं सोच रही हूँ कि मैंने ग्राफिकल डिजाइनिंग करनी है. सो take over your choices than your chances, and let people not control your life. Be the driver of your life on your, because if people start taking decisions for you, bad for you. So take yourself your decisions and make yourself life better before you turn 24 and sitting in front of a very famous person and telling आपको पता है मैंने भी 24 साल की हूँ. Oh my god, don't make your choices go with the wind and follow. मैं एक बात बोलती हूँ, मजबूरी है तो आपकी पसंद है, जो आपका इंटरेस्ट है, जो आपकी चॉइस है, जो आपका ख्वाब है, वो उसको पूरा करें अभी और इसी वक्त, जिस भी एज ग्रुप में.
Thank you, Ma'am Maha, once again for giving your precious time to my to me. Thank you, dear wonderful audience. Now we are ending the live session over here. Hope so enjoy the session and learn different things from our today's session. Thank you very